So this is the third of 3 videos on rational exponents for a chapter on exponents and polynomials. And this one relates specifically to the third example. So example 3 says simplify using the properties of exponents, and there's 2 different versions of this. The goal for these is to utilize information that you know about exponents. So all the various properties that there are for exponents. One of the properties is that if you have a to the m times a to the n, you can add the exponents together. Then you also have that a to the m to the n, you multiply the exponents. If you have a times b to the m, you can distribute the exponent. A to the m divided by a to the n is subtraction. A divided by b to the m, you can distribute. And then lastly, if you have, where are we at? I think that's actually it. Oh, a to the negative m is 1 all over a to the m. Okay, I believe those are the basics. So from here, we will, again, this one is slightly different than the last examples as it's starting as a radical, and we're going to rewrite it as an exponent, which means that you need to remember previous properties from a couple of videos back, that a to the n over m can be rewritten as the mth root of a to the n. Okay? So if we have the cube root of something, that's the same thing as having a exponent of 1/3. From here we can go up and use the distribution property. So we have x to the 9th to the 1/3 times y cubed to the 1/3, which allows you to multiply those together. So 9 times 1/3 is 3, and 3 times 1/3 is 1. And then that one would be considered simplified. Now, the second example is quite a bit more difficult. It has a little bit more work. Before we begin anything, we need to deal with the radical first, and we're going to put it into exponential form. So we have x squared y to the 1/2 quantity to the 4th times y cubed to the 1/3. From here we can distribute in the exponent of 4, so x squared to the 4th times y to the 1/2 to the 4th times y cubed to the 1/3. From here, all of our exponents simply multiply together. So 2 times 4 is 8, 1/2 times 4 is 2, and 3 times 1/3 is 1. The last step is to combine like terms. We do have 2 y's, so we're going to add our exponents and get x to the 8th y cubed. As you can tell, the number of steps on this question is quite a bit longer than the other. And if you are really good with the above properties, some of the steps could be kind of quickly ignored. Primarily the one where I distribute it and then multiply. Sometimes you can distribute and multiply at the same time. However, you do need to make sure that you show all possible steps to ensure that you are ending up with the right answer. Not only that, but it ensures that if someone else is looking at it, that they can see your thought process. So for your 2 u-tries, you have the 4th root of x to the 4th y to the 12th, and then x squared y to the 1/2 quantity squared divided by the 5th root of x to the 5th. The goal, again, is to put everything into terms of the exponents and then to use the properties that you know about exponents.